Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Studio Series Pablo, Rise of the Beast Wheeljack. Now, this guy has actually caused quite a stir in the fandom. I mean, first of all, we got the revealed the vehicle modes, which of course showed this van mode. And that was before he showed the name, so we didn't know who this guy was. But then it was revealed that this guy was going to be called Wheeljack, and of course, people were kind of confused because, of course, Wheeljack's normally a car. But I mean, hey, it's supposed to be a callback to G1 Wheeljack Cybertronian mode. But then we got pictures of one of the leaked toys, which was the first time we saw the robot mode, and yeah, that's when the controversy started, which we'll get to soon. But first of all, let's look at the box. And something weird here is that, well, normally with Studio Series boxes, they show a picture of the character in robot mode. Whereas here, we've got a picture of Wheeljack's vehicle mode. Why? I don't know. Maybe Volkswagen just really wanted to show off the vehicle. I've got no idea. But anyway, we've got a picture of Wheeljack's vehicle mode. 108. Of course, his name is Wheeljack. Rise of the Beasts. This side, we've got the heads, which got everyone in a freaking frenzy. Me personally, I actually kind of like this head sculpt. Is that a hot take? Possibly. But yeah, I don't really mind this head sculpt. This side we got a picture of him in robot mode. And the back we got him in both modes. Of course, big screen inspired. Side chase, and it says what he does in the film. And of course, this is a Volkswagen vehicle, so yes, this guy's the Volkswagen vehicle in the film and not Bumblebee. For the backdrop, well, first of all, we've got the fake one she's tied to. But for the real backdrop, well, I'm pretty sure that this is the road where, like, there's a scene where, like, RC is hanging by a Wheeljack, and, like, she's shooting from a Wheeljack, if I remember. So, I'm pretty sure that this is what the backdrop is meant to be. So, yeah. So, we can put him here in vehicle mode, and for once, he actually kind of fits. Not just in the backdrop, but with the scene as well. But of course, the backdrops are meant to go with the robot mode, so we'll come back to this later. And for now, let's talk about the vehicle mode. And yeah, he's a Volkswagen van. I mean, okay. I mean, I quite like this vehicle mode, but I think this is the first time Wheeljack's been a van, not counting the Cybertronian mode from G1, but hey, if Ironhide could be like a top kick and Ratchet can be I'm trying to remember what the vehicle mode was. I can't remember what the vehicle mode was, but yeah, if Ironhide could be a top kick, if Sideswipe can be a Corvette, hell, if Mirage could be a Porsche, then why not? We're looking at the details. Of course, got the front, and of course, got Volkswagen's logo just right there, smack dab. So this is a licensed vehicle. You've got the side doors, and these actually do pop off quite a bit, so be careful when transforming him. Here, he's actually got a serious case of X-Brawn syndrome because his head is right there. So he's just peeking out at you. Well, so that's kind of a complaint that I've got. His head is just right there. The side, of course, got the TV Pablo right there, hence his nickname that the fandom has given him, Pablo. And come on, I just love that nickname for him because, of course, we've got a Q from Dark of the Moon, who's called Wheeljack in the toy line. Of course, we've got Bumblebee Wheeljack, who we can just call Wheeljack, and now we've got this guy, who we can just call Pablo. So, every Wheeljack in the films has got a distinctive name. So, yeah. Of course, with the sliding door, which doesn't open. But at the back, we've got this painted window. So, yeah. Underneath, not really much to talk about. Where the feet are right there. But, And overall, that's pretty much it for the van mode. I quite like it, actually. I mean, yeah, there are some panel gaps, but of course, it's to be expected of how he transforms. And overall, I think he looks really nice in van mode. Like, how does he roll? And not that well, honestly, because like these back wheels are pinned, but these front wheels, I'm pretty sure they're just pegged in. But yeah, it doesn't really, he doesn't roll that well, unfortunately. But moving on to the accessory, he comes with this gun, which, well, for some reason, this seems to be one of the G1 Autobot guns, because here's one of the guns from Ironhide, and yeah, this is just one of the G1 guns. I mean, it's a bit bigger, but still, that's kind of weird. Not only because this is not a G1 character, obviously, but I'm fairly certain he didn't have this in the film. Is this from concept art? Maybe? But, I don't know, maybe they were just thinking, oh crap, we don't have a gun for this guy, here, give him this. I don't know. But for whatever reason, he has the same guns that Ironhide and Ratchet come with. I don't know. But this can go on top. It's just plugged into the sunroof, like so. And that's the weapon storage. And well, can it say blast effects? Yes, it can. I can just slot on there, and he can start shooting at Terracods. So, there you go. He can even focus on that, because his head is right there. Now, for comparison, here he is with the previous movie Wheeljack. Of course, here he is with Bumblebee Wheeljack. And you can sort of see why the fandom was in a tizzy over this guy, because, of course, this is what Wheeljack looked like in the previous film. And he was completely G1 accurate. Head, fins, and all. And then in the next film, they turned him into a freaking nerd. But, well, my argument is, this guy was originally not going to appear in the film. Like, the Cybertron scene was thrown in at the last minute, so... And I'm pretty sure this guy was planned from the start, so... That's my reason for why this guy's G1 accurate and this guy's not. Are they the same character? I don't think they are. I'm pretty sure that these two are separate characters. Hell, same with Q. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy's not Q, but that's just a headcanon. But, yeah. And because why not, here he is with the original Wheeljack, so you can see that name dumping is still in use. I mean, if I showed like a casual Transformers fan, like these two, and said that these are both called Wheeljack, like they'd probably be confused, because they'd probably be more used to maybe this guy because of the film, or I don't know. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. So let's move on to the transformation, and well, I think it's best if I just walk through it. So, to get this guy transformed, well, I'm just going to start off by taking the back bit here, just lifting that up, and just moving that to the back of the vehicle. Untabbed underneath. And then with the entire back half of the vehicle here, that's just going to move up. Like so. Plug these in. Move the feet down. Move the heels out. And we pretty much have the legs nearly done. I say nearly because there's another step to do later. If these haven't done so, if these haven't done so already, just untab these. Just get these out. And just move these down. And yeah, there is not a lot of clearance here, so trying to do this is actually quite a pain in the ass. But we just close these up. Try and open up the doors here. Just enough so I could lift this up. So we can see his nerd emoji face in all its glory. Oh, forgetting something. Just rotate this entire bit around. Open up the doors again. And then with the shoulders, just move these up. Try not to pop off the doors, because these can come off really easily. And I mean really easily. Like, one wrong step and these can come flying off. But just try and get the shoulders up. And just try and get these up all the way. So you can still close the door. So once again, try and get the shoulder up. And then move it up all the way so the door can still shut. Probably did this backwards because I think you're probably supposed to do the arms first and then rotate this around. But, just get that tabbed in. Spin the legs around at the knee. Open up the doors and just rotate them around. Get the shoulders back down so they're level, like so. Rotate the forearm around. So just get the arm down. And then finally, spin around the headlights, and then just push this in. So this tabs in. And here we have Pablo in robot mode. And that transformation is, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that. I mean, it's doable. It's not like you're gonna forget where stuff goes and you're gonna rip your hair out, but it's got a lot of clearance issues. And honestly, I just hate these doors. In fact, I hate how the shoulders have to transform as well, because they have it so you have to move the shoulders all the way up just so you can shut the doors again, so you can rotate the waist, then you can open the doors again, and then move the shoulders down. That gets a little bit repetitive. Well, you could skip that at the cost of the doors flying off. But anyway, here's the guy that got the fandom in a huge hissy fit. And, well, I'm sure you can see why, especially looking at that head. I mean, just look at those spectacles. Look at those glasses. I mean, I think it's just because they put Wheeljack on the box. People are expecting a head like this. You know, side fins and everything. But instead we got Steve Urkel. Now, me personally, I've actually grown quite fond of this head sculpt. I mean, come on. We've had worse Wheeljacks. Dark in the mood. And besides, it's not like we've had non-head fin Wheeljacks before. Remember Armada? This is shot glass, but still the same design. But like, remember Armada? That looked more like sideswept than Wheeljack, remember? So remember, just because it doesn't look like the head fin boy that we all know and love, doesn't mean that we can just get all fussy about it. Just because it doesn't look like the original character doesn't mean it's not a good character. And honestly, this guy was kind of just a bit mid in my opinion. Like, he shows up like halfway through, and I can barely remember anything about him aside from him calling Noah racist because like he did a yeah. That's all I remember about this guy. That, and I think Rhinox attacked them. Aside from that, I can barely remember like anything about this guy. Honestly, still better than Q. I'll take this guy over Q any day. Now, giving him his weapon. I can find it because it's actually blended into my floor, but okay, found it. But giving him his weapon. I mean, sure. I can't remember if he had like a weapon in the film, but it definitely wasn't this. But okay. So yeah. I guess let's just get to what you guys want to see. But yeah, as I said, I don't think these are the same character. I mean, it's kind of hard to say because, you know, like Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast is sort of at a, oh, is it a reboot? Is it a prequel? Yeah, it's kind of in that kerfuffle, but me personally, I don't think that this is the same Wheeljack. Me personally, this is Wheeljack, this is Pablo. That's how I see it. And the Dark of the Moon guy, that's Q. So, yeah. But actually, these guys kind of look good together. I mean, you could swap the heads if you want, but I'm not going to. And you know what? Here he is with the first ever Wheeljack for all you G1ers out there. There you go. And of course, this is the Wheeljack with the clear chest. I do have the 5-pack thing on pre-order though, so. And I guess here he is with Armada Wheeljack. Although this is the Shine Glass Sideswipe figure, but still, it's just different colors. So here we have the two non-head fin Wheeljack designs. So yeah. Now, just before we move on to the articulation, one thing I've noticed about this figure is the doors are backwards. Like in the film, of course he's got the door wings, but like in here they're like backwards. Like yeah, I can't really explain it that well, but the doors that you'd see on the back, you'd see on the front, if you get what I mean. But I guess I can sort of see why they didn't do that with how this guy transforms. So yeah. And I guess also focusing on some other details. He's got an Ultima insignia where the Volkswagen logo would be. And of course he still has the seat belts for the suspenders. And these actually do come off, so be wary of that. So yeah. Now moving on to the articulation. Well, it has on a ball joint, so he can look up and down, he can look around. The shoulders are kind of weird. Like, of course, they can move. Although, trigger happy shoulders. And you seem to be on, like, indents. Like, I wouldn't say ratchets, but definitely, like, indents. So that's kind of weird. And I think that's the butterfly joint there, so yeah. He's got elbows, bicep rotation, nothing at the wrist, waist rotation. He can kick forward that far, back that far, swivel at both the thigh and the knee. So we got one at the thigh here, and one at the knee for the transformation. Of course, he's got a knee. Actually, the knee's got quite a bit of range. So, yeah. Of course, you can do the splits. And pivot. So, yeah. A bit posable there. And honestly, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this guy. Complaints? Well, the transformation. It's got clearance issues. The doors can come flying off, which thankfully they didn't do that in this review. But just to show you, it can come off quite easily. And honestly, it can just get confusing if you don't know what steps to do. Like when I first transformed this guy, I forgot to flip around this section. So yeah. And a lot of other people have complained about the transformation as well, so yeah, this is one of the more difficult Studio Series figures to transform. Now, other complaints? Now, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, I guess, like, there's sort of an abundance of these little peg things. Like this, yeah, this type of peg system, you see? Like, the doors have it. The headlights have it, as you can see. The suspenders are on a C-clip. So, who knows? We might find Pablo's in the aftermarket in like 3 to 5 years that are missing a lot of pieces. So, just be wary of that. Oop. But, well, overall, I like how this guy looks in both modes. It's just getting to either mode is kind of tricky. It's not impossible. Like, I can do it. It's just the current issues are definitely annoying. So, do I recommend this guy? Well, I don't have the mainline figure, but I'd say maybe try out the mainline version. Because I'm pretty sure that's probably got an easier transformation, but if you just love how this looks, then just maybe pick a mode and just stick with that. If you really want the Studio Series version, then just maybe pick a mode and go with that if you don't want to deal with the clearance issues. Because I do recommend this for display collectors like me, but if you like fiddling with figures, then maybe just go with the mainline version. So, yeah. Well, this has been my review on Studio Series Pablo. Rise of the Beast Wheeljack. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.